A heartbreaking discovery in East Point, where police have been searching for a toddler. 2-year-old Josiah Mitchell disappeared more than a week ago. Police drained ponds, canvassed neighborhoods, searching for the little boy. Today, a body was found. Atlanta News Source reporter Chelsea Bindford reports at East Point Police Headquarters, where police broke the news this afternoon.
While they're still waiting for DNA confirmation, East Point police believe the body belongs to the missing toddler and it was buried under piles of trash.
This has been a very traumatic case.
East Point Police Chief Sean Buchanan confirms investigators found a small child's body inside this trash transfer facility Wednesday. He says it's likely the body of 2-year-old Josiah Mitchell, who was initially reported missing by his father, Artavius North, earlier this month.
I don't think this is a coincidence, since that 2-year-old child is missing. The body's the size of a 2-year-old.
Chief Buchanan says search warrants and other information led investigators here to the transfer station on South Martin Street.
We can tell you that the trash that we looked in was picked up from near the father's apartment.
Josiah's father initially told police his son was kidnapped during an armed robbery on August 16th. Police quickly determined that wasn't true, and North was arrested the next day for making false statements and filing a false report. Chief Buchanan says North is now the primary suspect in the toddler's death.
I want to make it clear, we are looking at the father as a suspect, and we're going to charge him with the highest charges possible to make sure he never gets out of jail.
Chief Buchanan says this is not the outcome anyone was hoping for, including investigators who were visibly shaken following Wednesday's gruesome discovery.
It's just a 2-year-old can't really defend himself, and it's unfortunate that this happened to him.
The child's family was also here at the police station earlier tonight, of course devastated by the news, and did not want to speak with media. Reporting in East Point tonight, Chelsea Bindford, Atlanta News First.
Good morning. Today it is Thursday, August 24th, the year is 2023, and here's Grayson. He heard the countdown, he heard it, he ran over, he said something going on, I don't know what it is. He need a bath. Ooh, do he need a bath? Go upstairs and take a shower. I sure wish they would go up there and take a shower on their own. Go take your own bath. Take a shower. So, the body of that 2-year-old kid was found, well, they believe it's the body of this 2-year-old kid who's been missing for about a week now or longer. Was found in a trash dump, basically. I mean, they went through the trash, they got out there, dug through that trash, and they found this kid's body. So more than likely that young man or someone took that kid's body, that 2-year-old kid's body, and put it in the trash. And the trash was picked up at that apartment complex and taken to a transfer place where it was dumped. And the police, good detective work. They said, this is where the trash would go. Let's check there. They wouldn't go let this go, y'all. And they found that body. Now they're trying to identify, is this the 2-year-old kid? I keep coming back to this story because this is heartbreaking to me. I look at that little picture of that cute little 2-year-old kid who didn't deserve. You have to wonder what took place. What did this man panic? Did this kid just die of natural causes? Could something have happened and he just freaked out? Did the father really harm this kid? They're gonna know when they do the autopsy pretty much tonight. They have a really good idea of what this kid died from, this little kid. A 2-year-old kid. I don't understand why a lot of these young folks have these children and they're just not ready to have kids. They're not ready. They're not ready. It takes a lot of responsibility to have these children. Hard work, patience. I'm just very curious to know, I guess we'll know soon once they find out, once they do the DNA results and the autopsy results, what happened to this kid, how he died. I could imagine it's probably a gruesome death of some type. He might have left the kid in the car, forgot all about him in the car or something, and just panicked. instead of calling 911. You know, people panic and do stupid stuff. I had a friend a few years back who had a car accident. She was driving down the street. I don't know. She had a car accident. She wasn't really even at fault, but for some reason she ran from the car accident site, and they were she was involved in a car accident that actually several people died, and she panicked and ran, and she shouldn't have did that. Had she stayed there, they would not have charged her with anything. Then she ran off. This is some time ago. She was her parents hid the car. Her parents hid the car, took it all the way over to Alabama and tried to repair it, a repair shop. They just went through a lot, and they were charged. They eventually found the car. They arrested the mother, and they arrested the daughter who was driving the car at the time. And this took place out there off Camp Creek Parkway. I know some of y'all remember this accident that happened out there where these people got killed in a car accident. Had she simply just stopped the car, waited till police got there, she probably wouldn't have been charged or anything because it was a car accident. But because she ran, hit and run, they weren't even sure she was at fault in the car accident. And then they went through all this drama to hide the car, to conceal the crime, and do all this stuff. Sometimes you just gotta, we don't know what took place with this little kid. We don't know what happened. We don't know what took place. We don't know. The only person who would know that is the father. You know, if he was the one who, you never know, he might have left the kid with somebody and then something happened. You know, he might have left that child with a babysitter or something, or someone else was watching the kid. Now he's trying to cover up for somebody else's crime. The mama might have been the person. She might have panicked. You know, we don't know. We're going to find out. Regardless, these kids are these folks having these children so young. They're just too young to have these children. They're not responsible people. I can imagine at 53 years of age, I have children running around. I got to feed them, take care of them, house them, clothe them, run the daycare, run them here, run them there, do this, do that. It's a lot of work. And I know what needs to be done with children. Changing diapers, providing the right food, taking them to the doctor's appointment, getting their immunization. There's a lot of work involved. And you have to be mature enough to know to do all this stuff. When do you call an ambulance if your child is sick? You know, did the child choke or get hold of something and choke on something? You gotta watch children. You just can't let them wander around. You definitely can't be sitting up smoking weed while your kids running around the damn house. You can't do that. You gotta watch these kids. So we don't know what took place. But they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out. But they found the body, so we now know that they're gonna say verify that it is that missing 2-year-old kid, but they're pretty sure it is. I mean, they know. They know. So we should expect to hear something about that today. I never forget years and years ago, and I was in my early 20s. There was I was actually in prison when this guy came in who had been arrested. He was from Spalding County, Georgia. Very handsome guy came in the prison system, and he was in there for killing his own child. He had took the child, was fighting with the mother of the child. He took the child, held the child, and started beating the child on the ground, killing the baby. And then when they brought him in there, there were other people from Spalding County who knew who he was and what he had did. And they should have put that man in protective custody. Because when them gates opened up, I was very young at this point. I was about 19, 20 years of age. I was about 20, 21. And this was in 1990, so I was 20. When they opened up them gates, and them guys came out of there, and he came out, they beat the shit out of his ass. It was so many of them guys just beating and stuff. I never forget that shit. And I was like, well, what the fuck did he do? And turns out the baby's mother, some of her relatives were in Jackson prison. And when they from Spalding County is a horrible place down there, y'all. If you ever been down to Griffin, Georgia, out Spalding County, them niggas go in and out of prison. This is ridiculous. It is not good down there in Spalding County. I've met so many people in Spalding County, I say, okay, they from Griffin. You know anything about Georgia? Hey! Georgia, Spalding County is terrible. It's worse than the city of Atlanta. Certain parts of Georgia are horrible. Macon, Spalding County, Griffin. You know, you got some hoods in Georgia that just ain't right. But when they got that man came out that cell, when they got him in there, he had got sentenced to, I don't know what he was sentenced to. And but I started asking questions like, what happened? What did he do? And I just said he had killed that baby. And they tried to kill his ass. So there's a lot of truth to what they say about these kids, these men that go into the prison system. Well, in this particular case, they knew who he was. He probably shouldn't have been in Jackson. He probably should have been in protective custody. You never know. You know, they was going to get him one day, and sooner or later, there's too many people in Jackson, too many people from Griffin, Georgia in the prison system. They were going to get him. Just a matter of time. Even if he was in protective custody, you got to come out of there sometimes, too. So, forget this dog. They got a toy over here. They just running around here and running around here and running around here. I need to feed their asses. I need to feed myself. So, yeah, I'm starving. I'm going to make me some breakfast. They got this little toy running around here. I don't know if y'all can see them. That's a little toy that's chasing after. And that toy, it makes a funny noise. Then they chase after it until it gets stuck on a piece of furniture someplace, and that's a wrap. They won't be going to play with that no more. Because it was stuck on a piece of furniture somewhere over here. I think they just got it stuck now. It's stuck over there now under that damn TV thing. But anyway, this is a beautiful Thursday. It's August 24th. It's a warm day. I might cook some breakfast. I just wanted to give y'all an update on that child. They did find that 2-year-old missing kid. Now the question is, what happened? What happened? Who dumped this child in that dumpster? Who dumped it in a dumpster, and the dumpster took it to the dump yard and dumped the trash out? I mean, it's just crazy. Who would do such a thing? I mean, you got to be a heartless soul to take your child's body and throw it in the dumpster. I mean, something's got to be off with you. You got to be awfully mentally. Your head, something's got to be awfully wrong with you in your head to do something like that. It was almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why. I guess the day be flying by. Anyway, today is Thursday. This is August 24th. The year is 2023. If I hear anything else, I'll come back and do a little update. Probably later on this afternoon, they probably should have the body identified after they at least figure out the DNA part of it, and then they're doing an autopsy to see what they're probably doing it all. But the father's still in jail. He wasn't giving him bond. He's not getting out. Especially now he got that body, but we knew he wasn't going nowhere any damn way. Excuse me, today is Thursday, August 24th, the year is 2023. I'm out. Let me feed these dogs and cook me some breakfast, and I'm out of here.